Last time on Knights of Solaria, our heroes set out to investigate the Anterran Wilds, determined to uncover the source of the recent attacks plaguing travelers along the main road outside of New Anthas. Tracking a trail of footprints through the wilderness, they arrived at a newly constructed fort. Its defenses still fresh, yet already claimed by a group of formidable bugbear warriors. What happens now, team?
Well, we had came up with a plan to pull this bugbear down and try and deal with them one by one.
Let's find out what happens. He is unaware from you, currently walking away from the center in this direction, or along the palisade, and he's going to turn left and start walking away to the south here. So, what would you guys like to do? Dalgar, you're right there below him, hunkered up against the fence or the
I
palisade.
believe everyone had their attack action ready, and I was going to commanding presence ability on him as he rounded the corner.
Awesome. Is there a save? What do I need to do?
So I'll take my weapon and I'll cut an opening in the air that looks like a portal of some sorts, and I'll reach through it and I'll grab him by the neck and attempt to pull him down. It is a 15 strength.
Strength save from the bugbear. They're okay strength-wise. Let's see if they are able to resist the rent that you have developed in the air. That is not successful. And what happens?
So he comes through the portal and he is teleported right next to me, and he is grappled.
All right. And if you were holding an attack or some kind of other action, let me know what you would like to do, because this is absolutely mind-boggling to this bugbear walking, getting ready to turn and head south, and this rend in the air opens up like an elongated oval, and this mammoth of a man, or Goliath, I should say, reaches through and pulls him across the palisade and through the ether, standing next to him. Was that an action, Dalgar?
Yes.
Okay, let's just roll initiative, since this is going to be a surprise for you guys.
Yeah, my favorite. Roll initiative. Good job, Baron. Roll initiative.
Believe it or not, Aretankupu is first.
Great. He definitely had a held action. He's going to need to take a couple steps forward, if possible. Since it's his turn, he doesn't need to use a held action. He's going to go ahead and stride forward as a small bead of flames appears over his staff, and he'll go ahead and toss a produce flame at the unsuspecting bugbear.
Is that a save?
It's an attack roll.
If he's grappled, he's just a 0, right? Not restrained?
Yeah.
But a 21 easily hits for 4 fire damage.
4 fire damage. Yes, sir. And
barely injured.
And he will do the courageous thing and curl back behind the tree trunk and end his turn.
Eladan, it is your go. If you had a held action, you can go ahead and release a held action and then take your turn.
Don't think I had any held actions.
Okay.
So bonus action, I will cast Hunter's Mark on the bugbear.
He is now marked.
And I will attack him. 16?
His AC is 16.
Okay. Damage, Hunter's Mark, and I will do a Dreadful Strike on him as well.
What's the total damage?
11.
Ooh, severely hurts this bugbear as your arrow flies from the area you're hiding within underneath his trees, and it slams into him as Thalgar's got a grip of his arm. They're both pretty tall, but I think Thalgar is slightly taller than this bugbear, believe it or not, and it slams into the shoulder not being grasped by Thalgar. A second attack or bonus action movement?
Second attack, yeah. Second attack. 17, and more Hunter's Mark.
That's 11. That's pretty good.
And then I will move.
How do you slay the most fearsome bugbear that you've encountered yet?
Just a couple of very solid arrows just thunk into him.
Yes, easy enough. You feel this, Thalgar, you feel this bugbear go limp in your hand as it's hit by fire, and arrow fire drops to the ground unconscious. What would you guys like to do?
I kind of whisper, nice shooting. Let's go for the other one. Same plan.
Maron is keeping an eye on the trajectory of this bugbear as he walks. Unfortunately, the towers are so tall he can't see his person as the person on the other side of the palisade as he continues forward. Is there anything you'd like to do before Dalgar pulls this bugbear through a rent in reality?
The god just prepares another flame to be
Okay.
tossed.
All right. Tell me what you do.
I will attempt to pull this bugbear down.
All right. Strength saving throw. That is a 14.
Fails. 15 was the DC.
And you're probably going to one-shot him again, but for the sake of order, we will have you guys roll into initiative to make sure we go in an organized manner. Organized manner. It's D&D. It's all chaos.
I think Maron is fine being over there for now. I don't think he'd actually interfere with us from where he is.
Like controlled chaos.
Eladan. I'm going to move Maron since he's going to hold his action. All right. Thalgar, you're first to act as you pull this creature through.
Do I get advantage on strikes against him being grappled?
Is he grappled? This is 2014.
Yeah, I think this is 2014.
I think his strength is 0, but if you're grappling him, then you have an advantage, and he has disadvantage against you.
Speed is 0, and he's incapacitated.
Yeah, but that's 2024, right?
Yeah, in 5e, I don't think there's anything about advantage or disadvantage unless you're restrained.
Yep, exactly what I thought it was. Unless you have the grappler feat.
Correct.
I do not. Would have had my double-bladed scimitar in hand, and I'm going to start cutting into him.
Roll for attack. AC is 16.
With the second hit, I think I'm going to pump in a hill strike, I guess. Hill giant strike.
And what does that do?
Target must succeed a 15 strength saving throw or it's knocked prone. Actually, no, I won't do that. I'll just do a frost strike instead, even though it's already reduced to 0. It's a con save, 15.
That is a natural 1. Maybe he's too frightened by all the things that have just happened.
So he takes 2 additional cold damage and his speed is reduced to 0. And then bonus action, I'll use the backside of my scimitar. That's gonna miss.
Yeah, that misses just barely.
I will toss his held action flame, and we'll miss with his held action flame. I guess he does it again with his actual action.
Sure. There
It's
you
not
go.
missed the second time. 14 fire
First
damage.
one was just a rangefinder. And this creature is near death.
That will end Ade's turn.
Okay, Eladan will bonus action move Hunter's Mark onto this bugbear and then take his 2 attacks. 12 is going to miss, and 15 is going to miss. Then I'll move.
All right. He is no longer surprised. He is surprised still. He has his reaction back. Is Maron going to do anything?
Again, I think he's too far out of range to do anything effective at this point. So possibly start climbing down the tree because he's not being as helpful as he can be from up there.
Okay.
If he could just take a dash.
He's going to come down to 70 feet because he's climbing and he's a wizard.
That sounds about right.
I will start stabbing him.
Stabby, stabby. Wow, how do you take out this bugbear?
The first stab goes into his gut, and then the second one, I just kind of slice his throat and cup his mouth as I let him fall to the ground, being as quiet as I can.
The bugbear slumps against this fresh palisade. You know that there are at least 2 other bugbears in the yard, here and here, with 4 bugbears, 2 each in the ballistas. What happens now?
I think we need to come up with the next plan. We never discussed it. Do you guys want to move around or climb the wall?
I am not so good at climbing.
Depends on whether those ballistas rotate all the way around.
Ballistas do not rotate.
Then yeah, attacking from this side might be a better idea.
In their haste to build this fort, figuring nobody would be coming from anywhere else but the road, the bugbear's eyes are trained on the road, holding the ballistae.
How high is the palisade?
20 feet. You do know that there are bugbears just beyond this wall, and 2 horse and 1 mule just beyond this wall. And the tent that is nicer than the rest sits beyond this section of the wall.
Could I attempt to fashion some rope into a lasso and try and...
Lasso the edge. Do you have any skills that will help you in this manner? Do you have any proficiencies? Or do you want to just go ahead and...
Got good looks.
Yes, you do. Long silver hair with big pecs. Yeah, give me a... What is it? Let's do a survival check to lasso and an athletics check to get it to attach to the wall. The athletics check would probably be a 12 and the survival check would probably be a 15. You're having trouble with the rope as you trying to create some kind of slip knot and it keeps coming undone as you're trying to create a lasso and throw it up on the spiked tips of these logs that form the palisade.
Hey, are you good with knots?
Yeah, let me give it a try.
Sure.
Survival?
Survival. With quick work, Eladan, you secure this knot, you pull it, it slips and slides easily.
Oh, nice job. I will attempt to throw the rope up.
Yeah, you can give me would this be dex or strength? Well, you can either use acrobatics or athletics if you have it.
We'll go with athletics. I have advantage with that.
Nice. You successfully lasso, although instead of being on top of lassoed at the tip of it, looks like the knot is caught in between two of the posts.
Perfect.
Yeah, how well constructed is this palisade? If Ade puts his face up against it, can he see between two of the boards or two of the stumps, or does it seem like they're pretty flush?
Give me a perception check. You're able to find a sliver of the wall here and able to look through this section. Did I not add walls to the palisade?
You mean it's ethereal and I can walk straight through it? Let's go. I think I can find a way to support you. I'm not climbing that rope. Marin, what does he do? These are not useful spells, Richard.
Say it loud.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure he hears you. Concerned with looking good. All right,
Very
Richard.
concerned with
We miss you, buddy.
Are we climbing this rope one at a time?
I stink at climbing ropes, but I can get up there on my own.
I'll go up first and then I can maybe assist pulling someone up.
I may run to the bottom of the rope and see what he can do.
Give me an athletics check with advantage there, Valgar, to climb up this palisade. Oh, easily. In fact, you pull Maron up at the same time.
Let's go, little buddy.
So let me read this section, this well thought out prose and poetry that I wrote. The air bustles with activity. At one end, a stable houses mules and battle horses, their breath misting in the cool night air, the scent of hay, leather, and pack animals, fresh straw scattered on the ground, and a soft clink of the harnesses. At the other end, the forge blazes with intensity. A massive bugbear smith hammers molten metal with brutal precision. His fur glistens with sweat as sparks fly. A smaller bugbear assists, pumping the bellows. Racks of tools, unfinished blades, and gleaming armor pieces fill the area with an acrid scent of hot metal thick in the air. Here, bugbears forge weapons of war. They are busy at work and have not noticed you.
So the two closest bugbear, are they like facing each other?
One's on the bellows. It's got his head down. He's just pumping the bellows. And the other one has this large hammer. And every 2 seconds, there's the clang, clang of him hammering against metal across his anvil.
And is the stable with the horses, is that obscured?
You probably can't see it through the walls of this tent. You can probably see the horse here just eating some hay and getting a drink of water.
I guess I would say to Mayron, can you go distract the horses? Like have them go to that spot and then spook the horses.
Sure. I'm sure Mayron has the ability to do that. Yes, he will. He will go distract the horses.
So you're just going to run over there at full speed? How is Mayron moving?
Mayron will stealth over there.
All right, Mayron, give me a stealth check.
Not quite in that one. It is an 18.
Nice. Perception, no, 10 and 12. Okay. Mayron starts to creep over.
I'm going to indicate to Salgar, give him the signal to try to pull me up.
I would try and pull you up when Mayron's sneaking.
Either one of you can give me a athletics check, since I think you both would have advantage since you're being pulled up by rope, and Dalgar can easily pull you up, being a monster of a man. You make it up onto the palisade, Eladan. Bugbears busy working on the anvil or working on their weapons of war, hammering against the anvil.
I'd probably swap places with Oladan, or I pulled him up on the other side, on the right side.
That's fine.
I mean, if we're doing uppies,
You never turn down an uppie.
You need an uppie, or are you going to look through the cracks?
I mean, looking through the cracks, I can function looking through the cracks, but I'll be less useful. You quietly uppy.
All right, give me an athletics check.
You drop me. Hey.
It's almost a 1.
You go flinging over the edge.
Marin is prepared to cast dancing lights to distract the horses.
I would signal to Maron to distract the horses. And as soon as he does that, if these bugbears in front of us by the forge start to move, I'm going to pull the closest one, or whichever one lags behind, up onto the palisade.
A horse or the bugbear? This bugbear here that is hammering the smith is massive. He's probably a good half foot taller than you. Arms almost as big, chest, barrel chested and wide.
Good to know.
The other one looks just like a regular guy.
Because now we're just waiting to see what happens when the horses get spooked.
As the lights pop up around these horses, whinny and neigh. Mayron, you see somebody come out of the tent right in front of you.
That's closer than comfort. Too close for comfort.
And I'm going to roll. He rolls a 9. He walks over, starts to grab the horses. Are you going to go ahead and pull that creature now?
I was hoping for more of a distraction from the horses, but yeah, I guess we're doing it.
Your captor has walked away and outside. You are bound to a chair in the tent, seated at a table. And we're going to roll some initiative to see what happens. Pick up your weapons sitting in the corner.
Good thing we didn't catch the hut on fire.
We're going to let Thalgar take his action. Which bugbear do you target?
Oh, should I go for the big guy? I guess I'll just pull up the smaller one.
Okay, that's a
That's
DC 15. Is that correct?
Yep.
That is a 16. Does a physical rend in the material plane open up, or is it just something that he can, you can do? Does he sense that it happens?
It doesn't really say, but I would imagine he is aware of the attempt. Like I actually grabbed onto him and he pulled away.
Nice. You see this bugbear kind of look around, stop pressing on the bellows, and the smith is says something in Goblin. If anybody understands Goblin, he says, "What are you doing, runt? Keep pushing the bellows." It's like, "But there's somebody trying to grab me from out of the invisible." Adi, it is your turn.
Not a huge fan of the way we are bunched up, but also unable to move since he is flanked by his party members. He will start to wave his staff in the air, and a cloud will start forming above the fort as he begins to cast Call Lightning.
Ooh.
And actually maybe be useful. We'll see.
How big is it? It's 120 radius or something?
It is it's a very big cloud. It is a 120 foot. Or no, it's a 60 foot cylinder.
60 foot cylinder. And you have to be within 60 feet to use it, right?
I have to be within 120 feet to use it. So I will put it, 60 feet's pretty big, yeah. 60, oh yeah, I guess it is 120 foot because it's a 60 foot radius cylinder. Yeah, no, that's exactly where I need it. I believe you can go ahead and do it once as you cast it. Yeah, it looks like it's a DC. It will tell me the DC here. DC 15 dex saving throw. And I will do it over here.
Is it a 5 foot? So both of them have to make a save?
Each creature within 5 feet of that point, yeah. So.
Nice. So you put it on that corner.
Yep.
And let's start with the bugbear. We'll start with top to bottom. So the bugbear commander rolls a dex save. He is not proficient. That's a natural 20. But does he take half of 23 damage? So that's 12 points of damage. He is barely injured. And the next bugbear will attempt to make a dex save. And that's a natural 1.
No math required. Full of 23. Oh.
Yep. Instantly.
I see. That's
You're just gonna
helpful.
vaporize this.
I mostly hit the little one. Is it possible to squeeze past Marin and get on the other edge?
Yeah, you can move through Marin. It's just difficult terrain.
Or would that take 20?
5, 15, 20 right there.
20? Okay. Yeah, I guess he'll just go 25, 30 and end his turn there.
Paladin, it is your go.
Okay, I'll bonus action move Hunter's Mark onto the remaining Bugbear commander,
He is now marked by you.
and I'll shoot him. And we'll throw in a Dreadful Strike on top of that.
What's the total?
Total be 12 and 3, so 15.
Hurt him pretty bad. He is now injured.
Oh, did you roll your hunter's mark?
Yeah, that was the D6 and the D4. That's the Hunter's Mark and
Oh, I see. Cool.
25. And Hunter's Mark, it's a D6.
9 total.
Yep.
As your arrows fly through this creature seemingly wearing half plate, so a large hammer, drops the hammer and reaches for a great sword as you fire your 2 arrows, one in the left shoulder, one in the right shoulder. He calls out, "Rah!" The other bugbears turn and look in his direction. Any movement?
No, I'm going to stay put.
All right. I think this guy goes down and he will run. His friends are like, "You idiot, why'd you go down there?" I think the next guy runs down. Everybody's speed is in another 30 feet. That is Maron's turn.
Maron has abilities, and he shall use one of those abilities. So let's give this a shot. He's going to try to... This is too far. No, he's going to try to hit this guy. Sees us in combat. He's going to try to hit this guy with the Ray of Sickness. The same dude everybody's fighting. It's easy to get sick in the cold. Hey, 17 critical poison damage.
Does he get a save on the poison damage? On the poison?
Poison damage and has the poison condition until the end of your next turn. It is not a saving. It's not a save thing. If it hits, you're poisoned. Some icicles get over there. He gets a little sick for a turn.
Any bonus action or movement for?
I think he will probably shift this way to get away from where that captain is. Captain looks scary. And he'll end his turn.
5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55, 60. Guy will run. Hello. He will run. And the bugbear commander, he actually doesn't pick up his greatsword. He picks up his great bow and he'll aim it at, he's got 4 juicy targets. So let's roll a D8, left to right, top to bottom. That is, Maron gets to get hit with a longbow.
What he gets for trying to help.
That is a 17 to hit.
I believe he should be taking this attack at disadvantage. AC 15.
Disadvantage? What does he have disadvantage for?
Poison condition?
Oh, it's not the you hit this guy here with the poison or the
Oh yeah. No. He wasn't fighting by himself. He hit the commander. Sorry. I should have targeted.
because I took the stuff off this guy.
I apologize.
And he is not immune to the poison condition.
Wild if he was.
Okay. And he will attempt to strike you one more time. That is a 15.
That will hit.
All right, the 15 hits with that's 5 piercing damage.
Does he have yeah, he'll take 5 piercing damage. Screw it.
Second attack, as he fires away, that is a 19 to hit for 9 piercing.
Probably should have not taken the first one. Oh, yeah. 14 damage. Great.
That is disassociated Bugbear Commander's turn. Ethel, if you would like to attempt to break free of your bonds,
Oh, yay. How does Ethel break free?
you can give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, I'm really good at those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Wow. What's going through Ethel's mind as she escapes these bonds from this creature? He tied you. He's got you tied there. Maybe he didn't tie it very hard. You tell me.
She can hear the commotion outside. She knows there's fighting. This is her chance. So she's starting to panic, just wrestling with these things, trying to get them to snap before they finally do.
Nice. You are prone, so you can get up and move half your movement.
The first thing I'm going to do is walk to what I presume is, I'm going to cast light on one of my gauntlets. She's going to run over to the corner, pick up her hammer and shield. She casts the light spell on her shield, and then she steps out. What direction is step out? Step out.
Yep. You can get about halfway to the entrance with the rest of your movement. You want to dash? You cast light.
I guess like that was my action. No, I'm just gonna move towards the entrance and then end my turn.
Salgar, it is your go.
First thing I'm going to do is activate my large form with my bonus action.
Ooh. What happens? Do you fall off the edge?
I become large, very large. In addition, I have advantage on strength checks, which I already have, and my speed is increased by 10 feet. Assume it wouldn't take much of an effort to get down.
Do you want to climb down?
Probably just like hop down. I think I'm probably like 14 feet tall right now.
Yeah, that's true. You step down.
I will pull out my halberd and I will move within 10 feet of the smith bugbear, and then I will attempt to take a couple swipes at him. And I am in my Iron Punisher form, so I have advantage on attacks, and other creatures have advantage on me.
Nice.
It's a nat 20.
Yes, it is.
Are we doubling the dice?
You can double the dice. You can roll it again. It's just not perfect crits.
Halberd standardly does 2d10 damage.
Yeah, it's damaged. I think it already did. Halberd's 1 to 10. I think it already did.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it ought to be.
Yeah.
It added it.
Like, I need Halberd on my next character.
If he's still standing, I will attempt to chop his head off with my second attack.
All right. Make your second attack.
Is that 18 hit?
An 18 just hits for 10 slashing damage. You want to pump anything into it?
Yeah, I will use a frost strike. He needs to make a 15 con save.
That is a natural 1.
3 cold damage, and his speed is reduced to 0.
Near death. Anything else?
I think I will just stay put and end my turn.
While you were here, you noticed there's a trap door in the corner of this room, and the bugbear opens it and disappears through it and closes it behind him.
How insulting! You can't just walk in and then leave.
Ade, it is your go.
I would like these two bugbears to make a DC 15 dex save. The two that are standing right next to each other on the wall.
On the wall, dexterity saving throw by the bugbear. That is a
That one takes half.
15, and the next one is
That one takes full. So 13 and 26.
the electricity burns out of the sky, and there's a smell of ozone and fur as this bugbear is electrocuted and dies, falling off of the palisade.
And you will go ahead and he's going to bonus action. He's going to bonus action Misty Step down as far as he can this way. I don't know if we're doing some sort of math that stops him, or if he can go 30 feet kind of over here. I don't know if that's an hypotenuse. That's more just straight, but he would like to Misty Step to the ground.
Everything is a 5-foot cube, even diagonally. There's no crazy movement. Everything is a cube.
All right, so he would like to Misty Step and then start running this way. That'll end his turn.
Okay, Eladan's going to move. He's going to run down the path here, and he's going to continue attacking that same bugbear.
Your arrows fly
20 points.
from your bow, clipping him in the arrows that are unprotected, and the creature drops to the ground, dropping his bow as well.
A bonus action, move Hunter's Mark to the intimidated bugbear, and do the same thing. Let's see, 10, 1, and 2, so 3, 13.
It is injured.
That's my turn.
This creature will rush forward, Ade, and attempt to hit you with his Morning Star. That is an 18 to hit, or 22 to hit, or 11 piercing.
That'll hit.
As it comes across, bam. Are you concentrating on anything?
I am concentrating on something.
Give me a DC 11 con save.
Ade, I believe, double check that, is a warcaster. So he shall take that con save with advantage.
You maintain concentration. It gets one attack. That is its turn. The next creature will, seeing you on the ground now, run back.
Is Ade the threat?
Well, there's more people on the ground.
Oh, okay.
This next guy will run
Fast as he can.
as fast as he can. It is Mayron's turn.
Mayron will go ahead and he's going to cast a sorceress burst at this one that's threatening Ade for no particular reason. Not being selfish, guys. That's what he would do. And he's going to go ahead and, inspired by Ade, throw some lightning with the Sorcerer's Burst.
14 misses.
Missed terribly and not very good lightning. Stick to your cold damage, Marin. He's going to go ahead and I think Marin will just stay there. End his turn.
5, 10, 15. Am I? Come on, one more. Wait, am I at least outside now?
You're
Nope.
outside now.
Now you are.
I'm going to move over to. As Ethel steps out of the tent, her pristine armor is now dulled and streaked with grime. Her silver curls, though still framing her face, are matted and tangled from confinement. Shadows cling to her eyes, but her posture remains unbroken, and she surveys what's going on.
And what does the party see as Ethel emerges from the tent?
Pissed off older woman. No, she looks like someone's grandma was forced to come along on an adventure, and that's kind of what happened. She's got a warhammer in one hand, a shield in the other. The shield is glowing. She points the warhammer towards the bugbear. And I've got to go look at my character now. Y'all are fine. You can take a couple more hits. I'm going to bonus action summon my... Oh, no. 2 spells in one go. Can't do that. Just kidding. I'm going to end my turn. Thanks, guys.
Dalgard is your go.
I am going to stomp largely over to the bugbear by Maron or Ade.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will attempt to rake my halberd across its back.
One extreme to the other. That's a 1 and a 20 or 15 damage as that creature drops under the assault of your halberd and your 14-foot tall stature as it comes down, wielding it as if it was a short sword.
Oh, that's a big one. Going to take a lot to feed him.
Is it really 30 feet?
That is, 30 feet.
I will move down a bit and cower above this bugbear menacingly.
Grandma, do you see where the big one went?
Oh, the one that went in the tent? Yeah, there's a hatch in there. I'm assuming he went to go get reinforcement.
That's not good. And Ade will snap his fingers, and this one will take another lightning bolt because he took the other one like a champ.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Well, then he will take half of a cold lightning.
Like a champ.
He will take 10.
That was still a really good roll.
Yeah, and Ade will just use the rest of his movement to get closer to the stem flap and end his turn.
Illidan.
Move Hunter's Mark onto the remaining bugbear and send some arrows down his direction.
Near, it bloodied. Pretty tough bugbear.
Did you add your hunter's mark?
Thought I did. Apparently it did not go through. Let me roll that again. So, 15.
This bugbear is near death. Second attack. Now you're going to kill him. And we will drop out of initiative. We head back with our heroes. Mostly defeated the bugbears. The chieftain has escaped through a hatch inside of its hut. And exiting the hut is this diminutive woman with blue silver hair. What happens now?
Ethel is still rounding the corner, expecting a fight. When she gets around the tent, she's extremely upset to see that everyone is already dead. Didn't save me one?
We saved you, Grandma.
I freed myself.
I'd ask Eladin to retrieve my rope. And then once he did, I would give Eladin and Mayron downsies.
Conditional downsies, huh? Only if I get my rope back. But downsies.
Seeing that Maroon is half health and mortally wounded, I suppose I'll throw a heal at him real quick. Oh, my heals aren't that great. I have a healing word for 6.
You're 10 feet away using your wounds.
Oh, just kidding. I stepped over.
You're good.
Let's go
He'll
with
take
that.
6.
Did that help at all? Is he really low? Going on?
He's fine. Yeah, no, that's definitely helpful.
Grandma, how'd you get here?
I was looking for my grandson, and I ended up being captured. And my name is Ethel. Don't call me Grandma.
Lady Ethel, is your grandson here?
I'm not going to go check the tents. Do you know how hard that would be for me right now?
You did track your grandson to this location. That's how you ended up getting captured.
I did track him to this location. That's how I ended up getting captured.
We should check the other tents, see if there's any sign of other prisoners.
Should we be concerned about the one who went down the tunnel?
If he comes back, that one's yours. Lady Ethel?
This blacksmith bugbear, what kind of greatsword did he have? Does that look pretty cool?
It's well made, but it isn't obviously magical. Many of the racks here sit along this side, full of variations of different weapons, from long spears to great swords to pikes to scimitars, morning stars, etc. But it is well made. It's a well made great sword. As you poke your head into this tent, it is the storehouse. The room is a vital hub of provisions and equipment. The air smells of wood, salt, and preserved meats. Iron banded casks of fresh water line the walls, and each marked "Prevent Confusion." Nearby crates and barrels hold neatly arranged dried meats, their surfaces dusted with salt. Spearheads and arrowheads are carefully assorted and displayed. Steel spearheads rest in wooden racks, and arrowheads are bundled with precision alongside fletchings. Coils of rope, bundles of arrows, and essential tools are stored on reinforced shelves. Scattered materials on the floor hint at constant activity, making the space the logistical heart of the upper stockade. Ade, what you see in here, this ramshackle hut is made of rough timbers, patched with hide and weathered planks. Sagging roof, a mix of thatch and bark, lets dim light filter through, casting an uneven glow on the inside. Despite its worn appearance, it stands firm in its grim purpose. Inside, the air is thick with sweat, damp wood, and unwashed bodies. A crude, scarred table sits at the center, surrounded by bedding rolls and threadbare cots on the dirt floor. Weapons, crude swords, jagged spears, and battered shields are piled in the corner. A worn water barrel hums quietly, its condensation breaking the silence. The hut offers little comfort, but serves as a necessary refuge for the bugbears on watch, who are no longer on watch since you killed them.
Now, Ethel's going to call out and say that there's supplies in this tent. As she pops back out, she looks to the satyr near her and she says there's arrows in there.
And he's already refilling his arrows.
Nice. So there are 4 50-foot pieces of hempen rope, 2 grappling hooks, and if somebody wants to give me a perception and or investigation check, you might unearth something else.
You said perception or investigation?
Correct.
Oh, well, not good.
Eladan, you find a set of carpenter's tools.
Nice.
I find one of the grappling hooks and take one.
Yeah, I'll take one too.
Okay. Add that to your inventory. What happens now?
Probably go investigate inside the main hut.
As you head into the main hut, built with solid timbers and well-thatched roof, stands out from the rest. Weathered tent flaps showing markers of importance. Inside, a trap door in one corner hints at something hidden beneath. A polished table holds a small lockbox, and a simple cot with neat bedding rests against the wall. Formerly an elderly woman with regal appearance and imperious stare, wearing finely crafted armor, was bound and gagged in a chair.
Oh, that was Ethel.
Yep.
Can I look around and see if I see any signs of her grandson?
Make me a perception check. It's a pretty high DC.
Hold on. Let me read what my bless is because I'm going to add that to it. It's a D4.
Saving throws and attack rolls.
Oh, just kidding. Oh, it was a 4.
It was a 4 too.
Oh.
No signs of your grandson, but there's no other place in the wilds that you've come across that, number one, has this modicum of activity, nor does anything stand out like this place does. And the trail led you here. You
Guess we're
assume
going through that tunnel.
perhaps he might be down below.
What's in the lockbox? Is it locked?
I make it in.
It is locked, yes.
Who's our thief? I forget.
Probably me. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any thieves' tools.
We all steal things, but we don't have a professional thief.
Check the supply tent.
I'll try and brute force it open.
Make an athletics check, too. Unfortunately, it holds fast. Being a simple lock, it is well made.
Hey, there's a bunch of tools over at the forge here. Maybe we can like melt the lock off or something.
I thought we had someone with thieves' tools.
I have proficiency with them. I just don't have any.
I'll head in the lockbox too, and I'll say, I guess when we get some picks, you can open this.
Ade's working the bellows.
Well, you know, we do have the carpenter's tools, which apparently can be used to seal or pry open a door or container.
Nice. You can give me a sleight of hand check with advantage if you would like.
I can do that.
A 24. Expertly, you insert a couple tools. Perhaps it's a chisel, a thick chisel, and you pop it open. And inside you find 2 gems, citrines worth 25 gold pieces each.
Somebody want to take these?
Go for it. You opened it.
You can also just put it in the party log if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Goes towards the ever-increasing food budget. They will stop working the bellows since it seems like it is not needed.
Did you say increasing food budget?
Oh, the food budget on this group is ridiculous.
Nah, y'all are good. Y'all got grandma now.
So what did you say they were? 25 each?
25 each, correct.
A tear appears in Ade's eye as he thinks about all the gold we will save, not having to feed Thalgar out of our pockets anymore.
I believe this place was packed full of food.
Yes, there is food certainly in that supplies tent,
Well, when 10 minutes passes, I shrink back down to normal size.
or normal size for a normal sized person, still standing 7 feet tall.
There was a trap door.
There is a trapdoor inside the chieftain's hut where your friend or your new friend Ethel was being held.
I got permission to call her grandma. She's grandma now.
I don't know what you boys are doing, but I'm going down that tunnel. I've got to go find my grandson.
All right, let us find some torches or some lanterns or something, and we'll be right down.
She scuffs. Cast light.
All right, grandma, lead the way. Ade has no shame in putting grandma up front.
Grandma, as you round the corner, what you see is in the dim chamber, 6 hulking bugbears watch the passage into the keep. The air is thick with sweat and unwashed fur, and the rough stone walls close in. Tension fills the space as they remain poised to strike. And we're going to roll initiative.
You found him, grandma.
I love that she's just going to be called grandma by everyone. Oh, grandma's going like last. Oh no, someone rolled a 1. Oh, was that me? Was I the one?
Was that me?
Got really excited for a second. It was me. Damn it.
You're definitely a 5. Yeah. It's fine. Bugbear's drunk.
Looking at them, they're definitely off the clock. And there are several flagons of ale sitting out at the table here.
Oh, hell yeah. Good for them.
Ade ton kumbo. It is your turn.
Ade will go ahead and step up next to grandma once he's able to move.
Shut up.
50. Okay. They're to the west, guys. Just attack the way I'm throwing this fire. And he will throw some produce flame over in that direction at the one that looks like he's enjoying himself more.
Who's having the most fun? Let's ruin their day.
It's a warning shot.
Yep, that's definitely a warning shot. Their base AC is 16.
20, 25, 30. That is Ade's turn.
Thalgar, it is your go.
For reference, I am in my Iron Punisher stance.
Thank you so much.
Walking around the little old lady.
Well, hello, boys. And I will take dodge action.
Thalgar is dodging. He's got his weapon at the ready on the balls of his feet.
How long has it been since the start of the previous combat?
Probably like 15 minutes.
So I'm going to have maintained Hunter's Mark. Who do we have? 5, 10, 20, 25. I'm going to bonus action transfer the Hunter's Mark onto this drunk bugbear down here.
He is sitting on the bench, and he is certainly drunk.
Oh, good roll.
Total is 14. They're I'm going to say considered prone, kind of sitting, but you won't take a penalty for ranged attack. It is injured. Your second attack. 19 hits. Good damage. 11 plus. Another 4 for 15. As you round the corner, fire 2 arrows into this creature as it attempts to stand up right in the belly. Thunk, thunk. And it is near death.
And that will be my turn.
Upset. It stands up from prone. It'll move forward 15 feet, and it'll attempt to swing its Morning Star at Thalgar, who is dodging.
It'll just be a straight attack.
Straight attack. First roll is a 18.
That'll hit.
That is 16 points of piercing damage. I rolled a 6 and an 8 on the damage. But that's its turn. The next creature will...
I'm going to use a reaction stone's endurance.
Reducing the damage by
6.
By 6. What does your stone's endurance look like? Does it like manifest itself in some physical way?
I would say some of the giant runes on me glow a little bit brighter than their normal ink. And maybe my eyes kind of glow a little bit blue.
This next creature moves up towards Eladan, attempting to swing its Morning Star at you.
How much damage did you say that was?
Total was 16. It's -6, so 10. Eladan, that's a 9. That misses you. The next creature gets up from prone. Remind me these guys have disadvantage because they're 5, 10, 15. This guy gets up prone, and this guy gets up from prone. There's not really much they can do. Being in this confined hallway, it is Mayron's turn.
All right, Mayron will 10, 15. Might sneak around, take a quick peek around Grandma, and see them amassing. That's can't be doing that to people.
Yeah, that messed me up too. I was like, what was that?
My bad.
Gonna go ahead and step back, and he's going to toss a. You know what? They're drunk. We're gonna have this guy in the front, that's in front of Eladan, make a intelligence saving throw as he tries to send a mental needle into its mind with Mind Sliver. DC 16 intelligence save.
These guys are super smart. That is a 12.
He'll take 7 psychic damage, and next saving throw be reduced by a D4 if it's made before the end of his next turn. Marin will end his turn.
Ethel's gonna move her way through. Pardon me. And then try to smack this bugbear with her warhammer.
A 15 barely misses.
Oh, sadness. As a bonus action, I'm gonna summon her spiritual weapon.
Of course you are.
Of course I gotta have something to do. Can I put it in between the 3?
What does your
Which three?
spiritual weapon look like?
Okay. When I summon the spiritual weapon, can I use it? When you cast a spell, you can make it. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna swing at the one I was at before with the spiritual weapon.
Where do you put it?
Right there.
Right where I was going to move.
Uh-huh.
You can still move into its spiritual weapon. It's just a small object. 21 definitely hits this creature.
That's the hooded stranger.
What is
hooded
your
stranger.
spiritual weapon? Are they crochet
The
needles?
warhammer. Wow, I wish you had said that before I said it was a warhammer. So she moves through, swings at it, misses, and then she summons a hammer to swing from the other side. And then ends her turn.
Oh, it is my turn again. I will go ahead, and Ade is going to cast a fairy fire, actually. Just it's 20-foot square? Cube? 20-foot cube. So let's not hit our friends. Let's do it on these guys in the back, as opposed we'll miss the one in the very front. I'll need DC 15 dex saves, and it almost looks like in that region like the sun filtered through the ocean with that watery light.
Where do you drop the?
I will drop in the back across the floor in the back. So 20, just right in the middle, hoping to get the 4 in the back. Yep.
But it's 20, right?
That is 20 foot wide. I don't think the other dimensions matter. That works. Yep.
All right. I will make 4. What is the save?
DC 15 dex saves.
Dex save. So 2 of the guys are dodging, 2 are not. Top to bottom, left to right. Dex save. First one is a 17. Next one gets advantage. That is a 15.
That'll make it.
Another 15.
That'll make it. At least I got crocheting granny. Yep.
And a 9.
Not a wasted spell at all. This is why I don't help. That will end his turn.
Thalgar, it is your go. You have advantage on hitting this creature here.
I'm going to move into the space, and I'm going to use 4 points to activate my Iron Tempest ability.
What does that do? And what does it look like? Even more important.
I'll say it kind of like looks like I have multiple arms, but I don't. And it allows me to attack multiple creatures.
Okay. Nice.
When I hit a creature with a weapon attack, it deals an additional 2d6
Ooh.
damage, and you can make 3 more attacks, but each additional attack must be against a different target. So I will start with the guy behind me. And I'll be using my halberd.
19 hits.
That guy behind me takes 15.
Barely hanging on. It is near death as you move in between these creatures and swing your weapon around, slams into his head, but he wobbles under your blow, whether it's his drunken stupor or, well, you figure it's your blow of your halberd, but he is barely hanging on.
Guy below me.
You have an advantage on that attack. Yep, you rolled it with advantage. Got it.
17.
As your halberd this time cleaves through this bugbear's skull and it drops to the ground, bleeding its lifeblood onto the floor.
And then the guy to my left or in front of me.
He is dodging, so it's a straight roll. We'll take the first one. First one is a 19, still hits. 8 plus another 6 damage for 14.
And then that guy, I'm going to use a strike of the giant's heel strike. 15 strength saving throw.
He rolls a 17.
So he's not knocked prone, but he takes an additional 4 damage.
As your halberd comes down and you press down, this creature drops to one knee and it forces itself back up to its feet. But you feel the blow of this. He feels the blow of your halberd significantly across his shoulder as he's bleeding from a wound.
I think I get one more attack.
Yes.
Is that guy within 10 feet of me?
This guy here is.
All right, I'll swing at him.
He is dodging, but you also can still move, can't you? Either way, it's a natural 1. I think due to your momentum, spinning from one direction to the next direction, just slamming your halberd into these creatures, you fling to reach it, and the blood from this previous bugbear gets on your grip, and the halberd errs to one side as this bugbear was anticipating your strike, and he dodges to the side.
Action surge.
Wow, okay, action surge.
I will swing at the guy behind me.
Near death, barely hanging on. 3 hit points. 16 just hits.
Chop that guy's arm off.
Yep.
And then for my final attack, I'll swing for the guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm. A 9, unfortunately, misses. I think with all the frenzy and bloodshed around you, your grip slips from your halberd a little bit, and each of these creatures are prepared for your attack, and they dodge out of the way. Heladan.
Okay, I'll move Hunter's Mark onto the bloodied bugbear to my left. And that's going to miss.
Yep. He is also dodging.
Oh, so disadvantage.
Yeah, roll one more time.
Yeah.
A 20 would hit him, but a natural 1 unfortunately does not.
They both miss. I'm going to move back a bit. In fact, I might move further than that.
This drunk bugbear will attempt to swing at Falgar with his Morning Star, escapes his mouth as he strikes and misses.
If he's rolling at disadvantage, it'll just be straight roll.
7 was the first roll. 7 misses. Thanks for the heads up. Give yourself a point of inspiration, and this next bugbear will move up, attempts to strike you. Straight roll. That is a 7, also misses. I think they're just not used to the stature of somebody being really taller than they are and just as agile. Natural 1, rolled a 3, and a 1. Maron, your go.
Targeting the bloodied enemy, Maron's going to go back to what he's good at and try to hit him with a little cold damage with a Sorcerer's Burst.
Yay, we love Sorcerer's Burst.
It just sits. How does he have Sorcerer's Burst? Whatever. 6 damage. Near death. Does he have a relevant bonus action? I'm going to go with no, and he will back up and continue to be the back line for his friend.
Ethel's going to move up and try to hit, the one in front of her now. With a 25 to hit, she does 6 damage. Not a lot. As a bonus action, her spiritual weapon is going to attack the bloody one that's near death. Ooh.
Hey.
Fancy. So that's 10 damage. It did not... do I double it or do I roll again? Oh, it's dead either way. Never mind. Sadness. Spiritual weapon is going to move. I can't move it. Can you move it 1 to the left? Thank you. And then I'm going to end my turn. Oh, can I retcon and say my spiritual weapon? Because Bondo inspired me. I would like it to be a frying pan.
You have to go change that art mount.
I do have a frying pan somewhere, certainly.
Hey.
Yay.
Inspired. Since this thing is blinking on me. being inspired by Grandma, Ade is going to go ahead and join the fray. And 15, 20, 25, 30, as his staff begins to light up with his bonus action Shillelagh, try to poke a stabbing strike at this drunk bugbear's face. This drunk bugbear's face. Why aren't you targeting? There we go. That misses. Ade should have stayed in the back where he belongs.
Are you going to move back?
Nope, that was all his movement to get there.
Okay.
Kind of take a peek over my shoulder and see Ade up in the line. Oh, you fool. And I will attack the bugbear close to Ade.
Nice.
Hey, not 20.
17. Creature is bloodied.
Let's pump a he'll strike into it. DC 15 strength.
Strength save for the bugbear. That is a
It is not prone, and it takes an additional 4 damage.
halberd slams into this creature between you and hitting its knee. It crumples to the ground, face first, near death.
Second attack, I will attempt to dispatch it.
Advantage. 25 easily hits most creatures.
13 damage.
It had 13 health.
And I will pull my halberd out of its dead body and turn back around to the other two and end my turn.
Well done. Eladan.
Move Hunter's Mark onto this bugbear and attempt to shoot him.
Ooh, nice. 12 plus 6 plus.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's 19 damage. He is near death in one blow.
There it is.
Natural 20. How much can you do? So that's 15 plus 10, 25 plus. You only get your, whatchamacallit, once per turn?
Each creature only gets Dreadful Strike once per turn.
Got it. You still slam in, the arrow slams into him across Ade's shoulder. An arrow flies through the air, strikes him right in the throat as it crumples to its knees.
No, move up.
Big drunken bugbear attempts to strike at Balgar and fails miserably.
Unless they know common sign language, no.
It's not. All right, we're killing it. Sorcerer's Burst it is. Can you know what? You go sit in the back again. Cry and shame.
Are you sure he's really a sorcerer?
I'm not.
She's gonna move up and take a swing on this one, since it's the only one remaining. Okay, well, it's still a +6, but it was not meant to be an unarmed strike. Does 15 hit?
15 barely misses.
Grandma needs to get her crap together. Can you move the spiritual weapon to the bugbear? Bonus action. Gonna use the spiritual weapon, which is now a frying pan.
18 hits.
Which definitely hits for a measly 5 damage.
Still good.
And then I'm going to end my turn.
Determined to be somewhat useful.
The same.
He's going to move up and once again try to shillelagh in the face. Shillelagh. Golly, why am I even here? I'm gonna also cry in shame.
Wow. That's terrible.
For flair, I'm going to headbutt it and then stab it with the tip of my halberd twice.
Nice. It's got 18 hit points. Can you do it? That hits.
Challenge.
9 plus second attack.
Oh, do I have lucky?
Double 5s on the roll.
No lucky. I missed with my second stab.
Your eyes water a little bit as you slam into this creature. Its head stronger than you anticipated. You hit it once. And you go to hit it 2 times, but your vision swoons a bit. Eladan.
I'll move over there, move Hunter's Mark again, and take my shots.
Dispatch this final foe.
One right between the eyes.
And it drops to the ground. Drop out of combat. Our party has defeated the bugbears in their break room. And the remainder of this underground lair, which I think surprises a lot of people simply because I don't think they anticipated having this fort, number one, fort here in the Anterran Wilds. Number two, that there would be a structure underground here that's as well manicured, obviously built on top of some kind of rune. It is, I think, interesting to the party that it exists in some manner. What would you guys like to do? Or what happens now?
Ethel's going to wave her hand dismissively, causing the spiritual weapon, the frying pan, to vanish. There should be more further along. The chief wasn't here.
What happens?
I also think Grandma cast light, so we have some light.
Did you cast light, Grandma?
Grandma casts like it's dark, of course.
So what do we think? That way or that way?
Should inspect his door, yeah?
Oh, we could inspect a door.
Oh yeah, no point doubling back. Let's check as we go. Can I move again? Yes.
Listen at the door, see if you can hear anything.
Give me a perception check. Anybody who wants to listen at the door or proficient, you people can take advantage.
I will
A
not be
proficient will
assisting.
give someone advantage if they like.
No, Ethel doesn't deserve it.
Why are you hating on Ethel?
That is an 18 with Ethel. Perception check, Eldon with a 10.
That's right. She might not be able to see, but she can hear.
I think you hear somebody ruffling around in some kind of either reading a book or going through papers.
Can I try to open the door?
Would you like to open the door?
I would like to open the door.
Go ahead and open the door.
I'm gonna open the door. Oh, I'm gonna shut the door. And slowly turn to the group. It's not. No, close the door. It's not.
Let's roll some initiative. As Ethel opens the door, there is a creature that looks like some kind of witch or hag.
You sure that's not your grandson?
No, it's definitely not.
Thanks, dice. Let's waste my good die roll on initiative.
I got Ade, Ethel, Miron, Thalgar, Eldan, and the shaman.
Do you need maroon?
Would you roll there, Eldan? A 19. Very well. Ade, you're first to go. As Ethel opens this door, this creature behind it starts to incant a spell.
I don't like that. I don't need much vision to go ahead and drop a fairy fire in that room. So let's do that. It's the DC 15 dex save.
DC 15 dexterity saving throw. Blah, 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 blah. Counterspell, dexterity.
Yeah.
saving throw.
Counterspell.
That is an 8.
That scared me. Okay. Successful. She looks like she is underwater. And he will run away like he normally does when he is able to. Why are you running? Because it's scary.
Does that end your turn?
He's going to run away once the game's unpaused.
What?
There we go. And that will end his turn.
Eldan can barely see this creature glowing in the darkness.
I will move into the room, move the hunter's mark onto her, start shooting. Oh, probably not with that one. 12?
A 12 hits.
Oh, wait a second. Did she fail the?
Yes, you have advantage, but a 12 will still hit this creature. See if you can get a 20.
Oh, okay. Well, let's try for the better, but no 20.
Unarmored with robes made of hide, stinking 8. So that's 11 plus 6 plus 3. Kill this creature.
Just go for the heart, straight through the heart.
As you slam, your arrow slams into it. You rush forward. The arrow slams into this creature. Frail underneath the bear skin hides it was wearing. It drops to the ground and starts to melt between the seams in the floor.
Ugh. I hate creepy old ladies. Oh, sorry.
As he says that, Ethel walks in.
Ethel,
The other creepy old lady.
without the blue hair. The chamber is filled with grim detail, its walls lined with shelves bearing jars and boxes, covered in grime and dust, their labels faded. The shelves creak under the weight of forgotten artifacts, setting the stage for the unsettling mural on the western wall. Rendered in blood red and murky brown, it depicts a monstrous bugbear in triumph, surrounded by fellow warriors and defeated bodies of humanoids in a chaotic scene of carnage. In front of the mural stands a crude stone altar smeared with dark stains and scattered with remnants of past rituals, bone fragments, dried herbs, and twisted metal scraps. To the north, 3 worn sleep mats lie in a heap, surrounded by rusted cooking tools, half-burned candles, and scraps of cloth. The room exudes an oppressive atmosphere defined by the dark rituals of its occupants. There is an iron lockbox sitting on the top of the shelf. What happens now?
Ooh, another lockbox? Oh, try to see if we can get that open.
Would you like to use your tools? Carpenter's
Sure.
tools. All right. Give me whatever that check is with advantage. What I called for earlier?
Sleight of
Sleight of
hand.
hand. Yeah. 20 was successful as you pop open the box. a small needle stabs out at you. Give me a DC 14 dexterity saving throw. That is an 18. You successfully dodge this needle. Perhaps it was the angle that you were prying open. The trap was meant to stab out towards somebody who was using intricate lockpicks, but your lockpicks that you have employed as carpenter tools, at least for these boxes that are easy to open, you pop it open, and inside you see in gems, coins, gold pieces, silver pieces, and copper pieces. There is of a bluish color and a brooch, or brooch, as it were. There are 100 gold pieces, 60 silver pieces, 20 copper pieces, and 4 sapphires worth 25 gold pieces each. Yeah, pretty big loot. So there's an unidentified potion and an unidentified brooch. I'm going to add it to the party log of one
I was already adding it.
Okay. Thank you. Randy's the best note taker.
I mean, obviously, Granny should wear the brooch, right?
Yeah, it might be cursed.
Depends on what the brooch does.
It accentuates Granniness.
I'll take your shiny things.
No, you don't get money. You just get brooch.
I don't need your money.
We need your money.
It's exactly how it is. Ethel lets out a long, drawn-out sigh. She sees that Edward is not here. She does make a note that there was one hag and 3 beds, and wonders if we'll encounter more. Feels surrounded.
Various scrolls and papers line the shelves next to the lockbox.
Go check out the scrolls.
There are 4 scrolls with runes that dance upon them. The others are what look like recipes. Perhaps think those useful at some point.
Like cooking recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she throws the runes over her shoulder, paying no attention to those. Starts gathering the recipe ones. I'll have to try cooking that.
Ade shakes his head at the rich people who don't know how to identify items of worth and will tuck the scrolls away that are magical.
She finds all the ones that have recipes on them and tucks them away. Turns to look at the group. All right, let's go find my grandson.
Which way do we go?
She confidently just starts walking away. Well, I observe a door.
Yes, you do.
Elle leans up to listen at the door.
Anybody else like to listen at the door?
I will help the lady listen at the door.
Roll me a perception check.
Apparently really good hearing.
It is dead quiet in this room beyond the door.
She jiggles the handle to see if it's locked.
Doesn't appear to be locked. This chamber is cluttered with crates and barrels stacked carelessly, exuding neglect. The air is thick with the musty scent of age and the sour tang of rot. Faint light filters in from outside, barely illuminating shadowy corners with forgotten, dust-covered goods. A vinegary stench leads to a weathered cask near the far wall, oozing dark liquid from spoiled wine. Nearby, dual bolts of cloth drape over a splintered crate. Old crates hold poor quality provisions, grain, dried meat, and goods barely fit for consumption. The room reeks of decay, a place abandoned and left to spoil.
This room stinks.
Spoiled alcohol. Not a waste.
Grandson in there?
No grandson. Just more supplies.
Probably just take a quick look-see around.
Sure.
Anything crates.
Anybody can give me a perception check. That's a natural 20 or a 26. Dalgar gets a 19. Ethel gets an 18. So Eladan, what you spot in this corner here to the right-hand side, there appears to be a hole like 2 inches deep and about 6 inches across that has been worked through the flagstones in the floor.
Well, let's inspect it.
As you open it up, there appears to be a leather bag that sits in this hole, somewhat buried by some dirt and rocks, obviously meant to be hidden in some manner.
Well, let's pull this bag out and see what's inside.
And as you pull out the bag, small little insects crawl from the hole beneath the hole, and we will roll some initiative.
I'm having flashbacks to scarabs.
Sounds like someone's getting set on fire again.
Eladan, as you pull this bag away, these large centipedes start to crawl out from the dirt beneath. It is your turn to act.
Guess I'll pick one, put Hunter's Mark on it, and Take a few shots at it.
You fire into this centipede, this giant centipede, hitting under area of its carapace, and it drops.
I take my second attack at the one behind it.
It's natural 20. You're going to kill that one too.
That's
Movement?
my turn.
All right.
No.
Ethel.
Ethel squeezes her way through the crowd. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
10,
excuse
20,
Me.
25.
I'm just going to attack the one below her.
And you also kill this creature.
Then my turn.
Yes, I think he's using the new version of these spells, but whatever. He will move up, get out of the way slightly, and attempt a chill touch on this last creature that he sees.
17 hits for 10 necrotic damage. And just as quickly, you dispatch these creatures. The leather purse in your hand. In the purse, you find 5 gemstones. They look like amethysts, relatively large, worth 100 gold pieces each.
Wow.
Yeesh.
Oh, somebody's impressed now.